All right, so here we go with butterfly. All right, looks like you do a good job underwater, nice tight streamline, good dolphin kicks. You can start those kicks a little bit higher in the body. You can allow them to come a little bit more from the chest. Doesn't have to be quite so much only hips, but that looks pretty good. We'll check those out underwater as well. Nice quick breath here at the beginning. Get that head back down. You can see here as your hands start to go in, your head's not quite all the way back down. You want to make sure you're getting that head down on the breath so that you're not going to drop your hands too far once you get into the water. Nice recovery. I love how relaxed the arms are. It looks really good. You can see that you're swimming really uphill even when you're not taking a breath and your hips are pretty low in the water. Just try and keep your hips a little bit closer to the surface. You can see here at the end as you start to get a little bit tired, your breath gets even later in the stroke. So you can see here you're coming up. At this point, your head should be on the way back down. You can see your head still really far up as your hands go in, even further than it was at the beginning. Keep working on that breath. Remember, you want to have your chin right against your chest, or chin right against the water, and you want to get it down into the water before your hands come around. We'll switch over to the underwater camera. All right, so it looks like you're just holding your head a little bit high through the entire stroke. As you come through here and start your stroke, you can see you kind of lift up with the eyes. And then after you take this first breath, your head stays pretty high through the stroke. You can see here your head is up a lot higher than your arms. Remember, what you want to do is you want to press your chest as opposed to your hands. So you can see in this picture the difference in body position. Hips are up, so that's good, but you want to have the chest and the head lower than the arms. That's going to set up that high elbow catch that we've talked about. So you want to make sure, really work on pressing that chest. Get that chest down, high elbow catch. A good stretch for that to work on is put your hands on either side of a door frame and lean into the door frame. So you can kind of get the idea of keeping your hands up and then pressing your chest through. And I think you'd find that that would be really beneficial to your butterfly, because here you dive down so far that you miss the whole high elbow catch up front. At this point in the stroke, I'd love to see the hands down a little bit further and really catching under the water. Good hand speed and acceleration. I love the fact that you're taking 2 kicks. You're doing a good job of getting it from your hips. You can see your first kick starts to come a little bit from the knees, but that second kick looks really nice and fluid in the stroke, so that's really good. Make sure those kicks are even. You can see here, you're in a little bit of an awkward position as you're coming up, almost a bowed position. Keep working on staying nice and long. I'm just going to throw a couple of videos in here just because it's really nice to look at these. You can see this is Misty Hyman as she's swimming from the side. And you can see she has a flatter stroke, but her hips stay right on the surface of the water. So you can see her hips rarely move. And she's pressing the chest, hands stay up, get that high elbow catch out front, accelerate back through, and you can see those hips just stay on the surface the whole time. If we pull in this video, let's see, of Michael Phelps, nice and relaxed above water, you can see that head, this is what I was talking about, head gets down before the hands come down. That's where that chest press comes from. So that's just a good thing to have an idea of what's happening. Head up, head comes down, hands enter. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're getting the head down before the hands enter. I think you'll see some big benefit to that if you're able to really work on that in your stroke.